Home is Here on PBS Hawaiʻi is sponsored by Hawaii Leadership Forum, HEI, the Olson Trust, and Pasha Hawaii.
Aloha and welcome to Home is Here on PBS Hawaiʻi. I'm Kala'i Miller. Truest Hawaii, located in Honolulu, has been called one of the best sneaker stores on the planet with an unmatched inventory. Behind the exclusive kicks and hype is a family-run business whose local upbringing and values are at the heart of everything they do.
Check in with my guys at Truest.
I will. I gotta go to Truest. I never even went to Truest, bro.
Oh, you never been to Truest?
No, I never been to Truest.
Bro, that's home field,
I
bro.
know. I never did, but I never
It's
been.
the best store on the whole island.
It is.
Like, with islands around it.
It might be the best store in the world.
It's really the best. Like, they're the bro.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no
FaceTime
bullshit.
John from there right now.
My name is John Ohm, and we're at Truest Hawaii. I first really started focusing on sneakers maybe like the 4th grade, 5th grade. Had a bunch of my buddies, we just started playing basketball, you know, and who could be the Michael Jordan of that school. And I vividly remember playing against my friends, and then it just stemmed down to basketball shoes, you know, and who had the coolest shoes throughout intermediate and then high school. Our circle of friendships, it was mostly because of Michael Jordan, for sure. I did have a pair of the original Air Jordans. My mom's sisters bought that pair for me, and I have a picture to validate that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Other than that, I remember having the Jordan 4 white cements. I got a bunch of pictures of me holding that up, and that could be one of the shoes that I always think of when people ask, what is your favorite sneakers of all time? Jordans for everything, right? It was all purpose. But I guess my friends started to wear basketball shoes just for hoop, and then runners for non-hoop when they're just hanging out. So I guess that's where it started to have value in the sneakers. Then I moved to LA, buying, trading, going to a few sneaker events. This wasn't ever like a dream of mine to have a sneaker store. When I was living in LA, you know, my wife just gave me the idea of recycling and, you know, just trading with other people. It was our time to make a different move. I just pitched her an idea to move back home here to Hawaii and to open up a consignment sneaker store. And she liked the idea, so she said, hey, let's take a chance, and we did. We moved back home in June or July of 2012, looking for spots around town. We're like, you know, maybe we should open up in a public storage, go grab a room and appointment only. This spot was always open. This block was dead. But, you know, we got so desperate, we took a chance, we met the landlord. My wife was like, oh, tall ceilings. It's amazing. So we built this loft. When me and my wife opened up, we didn't have a vision like that. We just, hey man, let's just open up. I wanted to see the coolest shoes every day when I came to work. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a real good business person. That's why she does everything for me behind the scenes. Before we opened up Truest, my wife did not like my passion for sneakers. But for the business, I'm still learning. I still make a lot of mistakes. We had opened up a store in Honolulu where there weren't any other stores. People had shoes that was just sitting in their closets, and they say, hey, might as well take it to Truest. We built some kind of trust. We've had some customers since day one, still bringing me shoes. So these sneakers is just a collection of people from Hawaii, all to new sellers, overseas customers as well. So shoes get flown in from different countries in the mainland. Over the years, we met a lot of people, from pro surfers to pro golfers, basketball players. And then Travis Scott came in, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's all about relationships. We build bridges, we don't burn them. We're in the middle of Asia and the West Coast, so we get the best of both worlds. I have a lot of respect and a lot of pride for where I'm from, Hawaii, especially whatever I do. I wore Hawaii on my sleeve. Before COVID, we focused so much on tourists. We had shut down for a few months, but we had reopened. Man, we got so much love from the locals. It was amazing. It was so refreshing.
I like being welcomed into the shop and feel like kind of just being able to talk story without too much judgment from the shop.
He just shows you love every time, you know what I mean? It's not like he ain't trying to size you up or anything, check your pockets or whatever. He's just trying to show you love. That's why you get choke people over here, man, lining up for him, man. That's love right there, you know? And these shirts ain't cheap, you know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? That's love right here, man.
Did our first official project with Ren Spooner, right? And then we were projecting maybe like a year and a half to sell our shirts, 800 pieces at least. Our first drop, I was calling up my family, because I have a lot of family here, so at least if no one came for the launch party, at least my family would be in there and it would look live, you know? And I told my wife, maybe we should buy our own leis. Like, I don't know, you know, I don't know what to expect, you know? I was like, she's like, no, don't buy your own lei. So we finished setting up, and me and my wife said, let's go walk down to the other end of the mall, come back, and I was like, whoa, and it's like a big old line around the block. And then, yeah, that was just cool to see all the local support. It was crazy to be.
I think is kind of a great partnership. So it's really been our most successful launch of shirts in that, you know, lines around the building is not something that we typically have.
I wake up every day. I give my thanks to, you know, I tell him that, you know, I hope today, you know, I can improve from yesterday, be genuine, you know, to remember who knows what that next customer is going through. A lot of those customers come in. Yeah, they like to reminisce. That's the part that I mentioned about meeting new people and being prepared to have a conversation. This business, you think it's just only about shoes, right? But it's really about life, man. It's about customers saying, this is my first pair of Jordans and I got it in your store. I do have a lot of pride being Truest in Hawaii. I would like to say we've done a pretty decent job in showing what Hawaii has to offer, man. It's different now. It's not about shoes anymore for me, if that makes sense. It's about life now. I want to be happy going home. I want to come back. Looking forward to connecting with people.
Mahalo nui for joining us. If you would like to support PBS Hawaii's mission to share stories that connect us, head over to pbshawaii.org and click on the Donate Now button. For Home is Here, I'm Kala'i Miller. Ahui ho.